Hey, family, remember to carry around happiness with you. Go to the Happy Life Day merch store and get you some Happy Life Day items. See you soon. Family, I am Almedia Lee Exum and welcome to my podcast. I want to say to each and every one of you, Happy Life Day. Yes, Happy Life Day. Every day that we are living is a day to be celebrated. So Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day. What is this? I don't know, but Happy Life Day. Why do I spell out the word? Because I think that we should really resonate with every single essence of what it means to have a happy life day. That's why I say Life Day. Life Day. Every day that we are living is a day to be celebrated, you all. I know I'm extra. It's okay. Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. You'll thank me later for this motivation. You know what I want to do this morning, or whenever you're hearing this message? I want to start off with these affirmations, okay? And I'm going to leave a Google, probably a doc somewhere in the link on the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be a link in the video where you can download these affirmations, okay? I want to start off with saying these affirmations to get you into the right vibration, okay? So let's start off with these affirmations, and then we'll get into what the motivational message of today is, all right? Let's start off with these I ams. I ams are really powerful, you all. In a lot of different spiritualities around the world, and even in biblical texts, they know the power of I am. I am speaks to the God, the universe above us, and the God and universe within us, right? And so the power of I am can transform lives. It really can. I've seen it in my personal life and in tons of successful people, millionaires, billionaires, and celebrities who talk about the power of affirmations. Everything starts with you, and everything starts within. So speaking out affirmations, I ams, will transform your life and transform your day. Let's start with this, okay? Let's start with some I ams. I am. I am loved. I am valuable. I am enough. You are enough. I am worthy. I hope you're saying these with me, or just listen, but apply these to yourself, okay? I am worthy. I am confident. I am attractive. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am full of joy. I am one of a kind. I am living my dreams. I am working towards my goals. I am making the most out of my day. I am living intentionally. I am enough. I am loved. I am valuable. I am more than enough. I am more powerful than I know. I am. Yes. I am that I am that I am. How do y'all feel after that? The power of I ams. It works for me. It works for me. The power of I ams. When I hear my I ams, I'm like, you know what? If I didn't feel like doing nothing today, I feel a boost of energy, because I am that I am that I am. The motivational message of today is right on time. Yes, the motivational message of today is right on time. I want to talk to you about this idea of things coming right on time. In life, sometimes it feels like we're late to the party, we're late to the career we wanted to go in, we're late having kids, we're late settling down and getting married, we're late learning how to tie our shoes, late learning how to ride a bicycle, late watching that TV show that everyone's talking about, late learning how to get financially free, late, right? Y'all get used to me and my personality. But late. This whole idea of late, right? Or late getting physically fit. You know, it's a lot of different things in life that we can feel like we're late to, right? I want to encourage you all that you're right on time. Maybe you feel like, wow, if I wasn't struggling with that addiction early on in my life, then I would be better off. You know, or if I wasn't struggling with schoolwork, then I would have been more successful. Or if I wasn't, if I didn't oversleep, then I would be on time to this and I would know more about whatever, I want to encourage you all that no matter what you're experiencing in life, that you're right on time. You're right on time. I think about the actor Samuel L. Jackson. And it's another one too. It's two of them that are like older actors, Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman. If you don't know who these actors are, you should. But if you don't, it's okay. Look up Morgan Freeman and look up Samuel L. Jackson. Listen to these two guys' stories, right? These men, these legends. I'm going to talk about Samuel L. Jackson first, okay? With Samuel L. Jackson, I remember his story. He started off acting really late in life. I think he was like in his 30s or 40s or something like that. But I remember his story. He was a drug addict. He was struggling with drugs. And his first role, I think he even played like a drug addict, which, is kind of, I think it was good for him because he was able to play something that he knew he had overcome. Nothing's funny about that. If anyone's battling with any drug addictions, your time is coming. Don't let that hinder you. Why I bring him up is that he ended up being successful later in life. He struggled with drugs, right? And his first role was like a drug addict and stuff, but he didn't let that stop him. Like, he could have thought, wow, I'm struggling with this drug addiction and no one's going to want to hire me. I've been having all these different type of audience jobs. He never knew he was going to be that successful as he is today. He was older. He was an older guy. It didn't matter. His time was right for him. It didn't matter that he spent years before doing that. His test of addiction became his testimony later in life. And now he's able to speak life into people who are struggling today with drug addiction. Your time is not over. I did this. He said, well, not me. He said he did this. He did this, when his 20s, I think teens, 20s, and maybe even 30s. But look at who he is today. At that time, that's what he did. And he felt like, he was in it, right? He was in it. But now he's above it. And everything's working out for him. He's made millions of dollars. I feel like he's a comedic actor. He's a brilliant actor. He used the tools of what happened to him to be the success story he is today. Why do I bring up Samuel L. Jackson? Because people who are dealing with whatever they're dealing with, the hiccups of life, maybe you feel like, hey, you have this career idea or whatever, and life has held you down for years and years and years, and it's too late for you. No, I'm telling you Samuel L. Jackson's story, because if it could happen for him, it could happen for you. No matter what you're dealing with, you may not have any type of addiction in your life, right? No matter what you're experiencing, I want you to know that it's not too late. Everything is happening right on time. What happened with Samuel L. Jackson? That the roles that fell into his lap. If he had not been where he was at that time, he would not have gotten the opportunities he got. So it took him being in a position of, having all these different experiences, the failures and successes in life, to be who he is today. Everything happened for him right on time. Morgan Freeman. Actually, I think Morgan Freeman, I think he has been acting for a while. He's been acting for a while, but he's always looked really old. Everything that happened for Morgan Freeman, which nothing is wrong with looking older, but he started a little bit later in life, but he was still he still looks old. Like, I feel like he's been looking old for a long time. But let me just stay on topic, okay? Morgan Freeman, he was another one to where, you would think that the opportunities for him would not have presented himself, like that he was too old or whatever, but he got everything that was offered to him in the right time. In the right time. It came to Morgan Freeman in the right time. He wasn't too old, And so maybe you feel like, oh, I've been dealing with this illness for a long time, I'm never going to get better. No. It's the right time. Everything happens at the right time. Everything happens at the right time. And you will get healed right on time. It's not too late. It's not too late for you. Everything is happening right on time. Your health is being restored to you. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm never going to fall in love. You're right on time. Put it in your mind. You're right on time for love. You're right on time for success. No matter what you've experienced, your experiences is the test, right? Your test will be your testimony. Your test, your experiences, what you are going through. I don't care if you're 60 years old. Love will find you. Health will find you. Peace will find you. Joy will find you. Everything will find you right on time. And you may say, Almedia, right now is the right time and I'm not experiencing this or that or this or that. Listen, embrace the now. Everything is coming to you right on time. You have to get it into your spirit that everything is coming right on time. I remember just feeling like, as an artist, wow, when I graduated from college, I studied theater with the goal of just being a film actress. And I remember just wanting everything to be rushed, because when I was a teenager, I wanted to go move to LA. I wanted to just be an actor when I was a teenager, even a preteen. And so I made it to college. When I made it to college, I decided not to study in political science. I was going to go study to be an attorney, to be a lawyer, right? I said, nope, I'm going to study to be an actress. I want to, I'm doing this. I don't care what anyone else says. I know I would be a great lawyer, but I want to be an actress and I could play a lawyer on TV, I was rushing. I graduated in, of course, 4 years, the regular time, and I was rushing. I wanted to immediately go out to LA, right? I told myself I'm going to spend 3 months in the summer in Chicago, go back to Chicago and spend 3 months in the summer, 3 months in the summer in Chicago, and then go to LA in the fall. It didn't happen that way. And I was rushing, just trying to get to LA, because I was like, everything happens in LA. I'm young now, but I won't be young forever. And, even when I graduated from college, I felt like I was old. I felt old. And I was like, oh my gosh, like some people went out there when they were 18, and now I'm like rushing against the time to be out there. And so it didn't happen that way. I stayed in Chicago, and opportunities started to come to me in Chicago for just short film opportunities, which is a blessing, theater work, even some like featured BG work on TV shows and stuff. And so opportunities start to come to me, and I was rushing against the clock. To make a long story short, it was about 3 years into the city that I stayed in Chicago, that I stayed in the city just working, doing different jobs. I looked up and I was acting in theater shows. I was doing a lot of BG extra work, getting comfortable with being behind the scenes. I was doing short films and independent films. And I started to realize, and then I also started to do like production work, working as a PA, a production assistant, working behind the scenes for theater production shows and behind the scenes for indie films and stuff. And then I even started working behind the scenes for television shows and movies, just working behind the scenes. And I realized, like, I was supposed to go straight to LA and just act, but here I am in the city doing all these odd jobs. And I looked up and I was looking at my life and I'm like, what am I doing here? But in retrospect, I realized everything is happening at the right time. I didn't end up going to LA, but I learned so much experience. I gained so much experience working on stage. Well, I was already acting, but like being not just on stage, but being behind the scenes, to where I ended up gaining enough experience and confidence to where I was able to secure an agent with one of the top agencies in Chicago, and I was able to start going out on more auditions for television shows and commercials and stuff like that, and movie opportunities, just going out for auditions. I give this example. Why do I give this example? Because everything was happening at the right time for me. I didn't feel like it was the right time, because for me, I wanted things to, I felt like I had my mind on one place, LA, right? One place, LA. And it's not about the destination. It's about the I guess the marathon, right? It's about the marathon. It's about the race you're running. It's not about necessarily the finish line. It's about the experiences. Everything is happening at the right time. Now, if I would have went out to LA without knowing anybody, of course, I still could have been successful, right? But I look up and I'm grateful for my experiences I had in Chicago, because I was able to build relationships. People knew who I was. I was able to build relationships. I was able to learn more about the business behind the scenes of both theater, which I kind of knew theater, but I didn't know the behind the scenes of like being on professional film sets for TV shows and movies and stuff, and working with casting and all that type of cool stuff. I didn't know that, but that made me more seasoned. It made me respect the craft more. Why am I talking about this? Because in life, we never feel like things are happening at the right time, but we don't realize how things are building our character, right? Those experiences built my character. I realized I didn't want to be there, but I was at the right place at the right time. I was right on time for everything, because that helped me be more confident when I was going into auditions, because I had spent years and time working in different positions within my field. Oh, it's a fly in here. It's a bee in here. Lord. I left the window open. It's a bee in here. Not gonna get distracted. So that really helped me. And you may experience times in your life where everything seems like it's wrong, right? Everything feels like it's everywhere. Everything feels like, oh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. This child isn't on track. My career isn't on track. My relationship isn't on track. My goals and dreams aren't on track. Everything is happening at the right time. Everything. I think about the past like 5 to 7 years of my life. How much I've learned and grown. How much? It's amazing how things happen right on time. Right on time. I remember with different job opportunities and bookings happen right on time. When I really needed the money, I remember a couple of summers ago, I booked it was like a commercial ad for, what was that for? It was for a food company, right? It was a commercial ad. And that's a couple of opportunities I got. Oh my goodness, it was another commercial ad that I did for a restaurant. And I remember I was hungry. Like, how, if you all should check out Les Brown, and I know I'm rambling, but it all makes sense. It comes full circle. Trust me. You'll thank me later. It was a food ad, and I was hungry. When I say I was hungry, as an artist, I was living a Spartan lifestyle. And you invest money in your career, but as an artist, especially as an actor, for actors and musicians, you may not necessarily know when you're going to get your next gig. You go out to auditions. Your job is to go out to auditions. You're going out to auditions all the time. You may not book nothing for 6 months to a year. Who knows? I was hungry. I started my IMs then. I was doing my IMs. I was saying opportunities are coming to me, but I wasn't booking anything. And I remember I got a call. I got a call saying, hey, you submitted to us 3 to 4 months ago. And I forgot about that because, I was submitting for a lot of different things. So they were like, you submitted to us 3 to 4 months ago. And we have your headshot and your resume, and we would like to book you for this project. And, it happened around my birthday. It happened, I think, in July. It was in July. It was like the week of my birthday. They called me. And I was hungry. I didn't have enough money for food, barely covered my rent. I didn't have any extra money to buy me any extra clothes. I just was wearing the same stuff. I needed money. And as an artist, I was working, of course, but, it was never enough. But I remember thinking, money is going to come to me some type of way. And I got that call. You all, I didn't need to go to, normally when they call you for like a booking, if you haven't heard from them in 3 to 4 months, they're going to want you to go through another process of auditions. I didn't have to go through any auditions. They found my headshot and my resume in a pile. They liked my submission from before, and they said, look, we pushed back the production, but the production has started back up. We liked your work, your whatever that I submitted, and they said, we would like to book you. I was like, do I need to do an audition with you all? No, you don't need to do an audition. We like the way you look, yada, yada, yada. We would like to book you. I'm like, really? Yes, we're going to send you over this, some pieces of contracts and stuff, and, just things to sign. And that was that. You all, I was so excited and so happy. Why? Because I didn't have to re-audition. I forgot all about that. I forgot. They had to remind me what I had auditioned for, but it was right on time. It was right on time. I hope my examples are not boring you all. This is just my experience, my life. I talk about with you all how I was a flight attendant. I've done a lot of jobs as an artist, as a creative artist, acting, writing, and other stuff. But predominantly, like, my main focus was acting out of college. That's just all I wanted to do, was just be a film actress, right? That's all I wanted to do. Well, there was a time in my life where I lost someone, and I was in a place where I was stuck, right? And I needed to find a place to stay. I needed to find a place to stay. My rent was coming up. I needed to move from one place to another, right? And I didn't have any, I quit my job because it sucked. And I was like, I'm an artist. I'm an actor. I'm not working this job anymore. I need to find another job, right? And it was hard for me to find jobs. Now, this is with a college degree. I still was having a hard time finding a job. It was like a year after I got out of college. And my lease was up, and where I was staying at was up, and I needed to find a place to stay. And I didn't want to work any job. Because I felt like I'm college educated. I could make a lot of money. I could make a lot of money. This is what we feel like when we graduate from college, and it's not like that when you graduate. Even with a degree, you can have 6 degrees and still have a hard time finding a job. This is why it's important to have multiple streams of income, and but that's another story for another day. The reason why I'm telling you the story is, in that time, I didn't have any money. I've had a lot of situations where I had no money, right? And I had to just figure out stuff and go off faith and trust that things were going to happen in the right time. Okay. Now, in this situation, I had to leave where I was staying at because the rent was up, the rent was due, and either I had to pay the rent or I had to leave. And in this situation, I had to leave because new people were coming into the property, right? And I just remember thinking, okay, what am I going to do? I have a couple of weeks. No one's hiring me for good paying jobs. What am I going to do? And artist friend of mine, who was also she was a creative artist, she told me about the opportunity of being a flight attendant, which is something I always wanted to do, even though I was nervous about flying. And she was like, look, I'm taking a break from my career too, and I'm just going to be a flight attendant. And I was like, that is so cool. I want to be a flight attendant too. I love to travel. And, she gave me all the information. I applied. I got hired for training, because they hire you for training. You still have to go through training to actually get your wings and everything, which I later did. But the moral of the story is, I needed some place to go. I needed some place because I needed to move out, right? And they called me right on time. Because the way it works as a flight attendant is you have to go and train for like 2 months on their base, which means you have to go and live somewhere else. I needed a place to live. So they called me right on time when I had to move out and say, yes, you're hired. What training can you go to? We have a training that starts this Sunday, and then we have another one that starts like a following Sunday or something, or 2 Sundays from now, something like that. It was something like that. And I was like, wow, well, I can't go like this week. It was like they had one, I think it was like a Sunday or something. They will have one that started that week. And I was like, okay, I don't need to leave that fast. I have a little time. And I went to the next available training, which was like in a week and a half or 2 weeks. When I tell you that came right on time, the reason why I'm telling you this is because things happen right on time for us. It doesn't feel like it. When I was going through that situation of like not having a job, having to leave the premises of that property and not knowing where I was going to go, that job, the flight attendant job, came right on time. It came right on time. Right on time. And that experience helped me become more creative and open my mind as an artist. Having that experience, being able to travel and be around different people and stuff, it helped me as a creative person. So I tell you my experiences because I am nowhere near perfect. I was going to say purpose. I'm nowhere near perfect, right? But you know what I do? I carry happy with me. I carry happiness with me. And I know that things are happening at the right time. I want to encourage all of you all to start believing that things are happening at the right time. And if you don't believe it, just tell yourself that anyway. When you start to get frustrated about where you're at in life, if you feel stuck, know that things are happening at the right time. You're getting that money at the right time. You're getting that opportunity at the right time. Your kid is getting on track at the right time. That relationship is being restored at the right time. You're meeting the right person at the right time. You're gaining more happiness and more knowledge and more success and more joy at the right time. That things are aligning into your life at the right time. Things are happening at the right time. The right time is here and now. And things are coming to you. That is the motivational message of today. I hope it inspired you. I hope it encouraged you. This is fruit from the tree of life. Chew on it. Thank you so much for tuning in, you all. And thank you for supporting the channel. Remember to click that like button and share this message with 5 people. They can endure my rambling and good messages. You never know who this message can change and how it can transform lives and just create a little ounce of hope. And sometimes all people need is that little ounce of hope to keep them going to the next day. I thank you all again for your support. I'm glad that you all are deciding to invest in your happiness, invest in your life. I just want you to know that you are loved, you are valuable, and you matter. And remember, like I tell you every day, life is a gift to be celebrated. And if you start telling yourself this, it'll be true. And what is this that I'm talking about? What is this? Tell yourself every day that all of my wants and needs are being taken care of. You'll start to see that is true. Remember, you all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and all those social media links, okay? Most importantly, remember to have a happy life day. And if you can't, it's okay. At least be kind to yourself and to others. Everything starts within, and everything starts with you. Take care. Hey, family. Remember to carry around happiness with you. Go to the Happy Life Day merch store and get you some Happy Life Day items. See you soon.